Hello, cosmonauts. Today we are going to be exploring what Reddit asked. What's the weirdest thing someone has asked you to do so far? Answer 1. Once at a music festival, me and a friend were sitting outside our tent drinking beer when an intoxicated dude comes and asks, "Will you come with me and pull me away if I get knocked out?" Turns out he had had words with another dude in a tent, and 3 dude had said he would kick intoxicated dudes behind. Intoxicated dude, being an honorable gentleman, wanted to go accept his behind kicking. Naturally, we tagged along for this. Turns out threatening dude was not overly mad, and we all ended up drinking together instead. Answer 2. When I was in high school, a friend of mine was going away with her family during March break, and she asked me, very seriously and genuinely, if I would fuck her boyfriend a few times while she was gone so he wouldn't cheat on her. She asked me to do this as casually as you might ask someone to get your mail and watch your dog while you're gone. Answer 3. I was pedaling to my local gym when an old man asked me to help him carry something to his car. I said yes, no problem, thinking an old TV or microwave, maybe some garden waste. Nope, it was his dead dog. I'd already said I'd do it, so picked up the dog and put it in his car boot, only for him to say, "Can you turn her around? She likes to look out the window when we drive." His wife offered me 20 pounds for my help, which I declined and carried on to the gym smelling of dead dog. Answer 4. I was casually hooking up with this guy I met on Tinder. We were both very explicit about the fact that we weren't looking for anything outside of FWB. I'd just gotten out of a 10-year relationship, and he was just playing the field. We ended up doing mushrooms together one night, and this dude asks if I can pretend we're in a relationship and tell him I loved him. Given, he was pretty fucked up, but it totally freaked me out. I just kinda laughed it off and kept doing my thing. He claimed later that he couldn't get hard again after that night, and it was somehow my fault. He wasn't doing well mentally, and I didn't really notice at first. He reached out a while after saying he's getting help and apologized for how everything went down, but it's still pretty unforgettable. Answer 5. Used to live in a neighborhood next to a couple that eventually split up and divorced after we moved out. It has been about 10 years since I talked to them, and we're now living over 200 miles away when the neighbor messages me randomly. He wanted to know if I would like to make some extra money mowing his lawn. Not sure what he was thinking, but I don't work in landscaping and never have. Really odd request that didn't make a whole lot of sense. Didn't want to chat beyond that, just wanted to see if I wanted to mow his lawn. Answer 6. That was 3 or 4 years ago. Couple asked me for a threesome. I declined. I thought it was so weird how someone can just ask that. I was having a drink with some friends, and the girl came up me and we kinda chatted, and all of a sudden her boyfriend came and they looked at each other and asked me. Weird. Answer 7. Old friend of mine brought back some affliction from Afghanistan, Germany, earlier 2000s. Had a not-so-funny flashback once at a party and asked me to help smoking the Taliban out of the toilet. Would have been funny if he wasn't wearing Barrett and wielding big-ass knife. Maybe not the weirdest even, but one that really sticks. Answer 8. When I was single, a guy wanted to pay me to abuse his balls. He was serious as a heart attack. He wanted me to wear pointy high heels, then kick him, and proceed to stand on them. Got another email from a guy who wanted to let him nurse while wearing a diaper. Of course, there was bare bottom spanking and whipping along with it. Had I been willing to move, I could have made a killing as a professional dom. Answer 9. Date app girl was living in a world where she and her friends would cast spells to get pay rises and get even with their exes. She believed her child was the best hope for the future of the world. He was going to grow up to be a powerful demon hunter. She and her friends could see demons stalking them. She could smell them and hear them sneaking around. She demanded that I watch a specific Teen Witch TV series so that I could understand what I needed to do to help them fight the demons. First date or two, I thought it was a roleplay thing, but nope, she was serious. Kinda spoiled things for me. Shame. She was pretty. Hey you, if you enjoying the video, subscribe for more histories. Answer 10. A straight woman who dated a supposed straight guy. He asked me to wear a tiny cocktail dress and some heels. I did not mind. Rather common request. When I got to his apartment, though, he was wearing one too, and some quite high heels and a wig. He did not fill me in on this. He did not ask me if I was okay with this. He still asked me to have sex like that. Never saw him again, nor answered any of his phone calls. I did see him out on a date with another guy a couple of years down the line. Good for him. Answer 11. I knew a girl in high school, not particularly close with her. We spoke here and there. She was a grade below me. We had different friend groups and were obviously in different grades. One day, maybe 3 years after high school, she posted on one of my Facebook statuses, this used to be a thing back in 2010, that she needed me to pick her up from a town that was 8 hours north of where I lived. I responded, I'm not able to make that drive, but best of luck. She private messaged me months later and acknowledged it was a weird and random request, but that she'd always thought of me as a really friendly and reliable person, despite me being popular and on the basketball team, and her being in jazz band. Again, I knew her, but not well. I was not a jock in high school, nor was I cool. I played basketball, I went to class, I had a girlfriend who also wasn't popular. We just minded our business and apparently everyone knew who we were. Anyway, yeah, the request was random as shit and I didn't feel bad for declining. Answer 12. When I worked as a cashier, some guy who was inexplicably afraid of barcode reader lasers asked me to ring everything up manually. It wasn't just that he didn't want the laser to touch him, but none of the stuff he was buying. Answer 13. Late 1999, right before EI2K. Went to a rave and then went to Dunkin' Donuts with friends around sunrise. Weird dude was shuffling around, going in and out of the bathroom, wandering out of the store and back inside, then wandered over to our table. In broken English, he asked us to go back to his apartment and kill him, help him die. We said, no thanks. Answer 14. I forgot this for a while, but now I remember a really good one. We had this gay guy on a WhatsApp group and people used to joke about him a lot. BC, he was a bit weird and all, and he would ask people to record burping audios. I'm not even kidding. And of course, my day had come and he asked me too. Answer 15. I was working in a house repairing a washing machine. The couple start telling me they bought a mattress and were convinced it wasn't brand new. They asked me would I go up to the bedroom and smell it. I declined. They kept asking. It was definitely weird. Answer 16. Walking home one evening, I passed a pub when a very drunk fella stumbled out the door across my path. He mumbled something, then rummaged in his pocket and proceeded to hand me the keys to his house and car. I was to drive his car back to his home, let myself into his house and write his wife a note telling her he was leaving her, after which I was to post the keys through the letterbox. On another occasion, I saw another mentally ill guy running in and out of traffic on a busy road, appearing to be looking for something. When I inquired if he was okay, he calmly asked, "Would you help me find my socks?"
That was enough for today, cosmonaut. I'll wait for you in the next travel.